All right, I got my mouth and brain talking to each other again, so let's dive into the very latest on Tropical Storm Isaias. Most of the day it's spent over the island of Hispaniola. That's Haiti and the Dominican Republic. It's a lot of mountains there, so it's not very conducive for a tropical system getting organized. You can see there's rain around the San Juan area. That's from the radar there, but we don't have the radar all the way out into the ocean, but what you can see is the clouds, and it is starting to get a little more symmetrical. So the eye test is always really important when we're looking at tropical systems. It's starting to look a little better organized, and there were a few changes in the forecast path. Winds haven't changed much for the current conditions. Still at 60 miles per hour. It's moving northwest at 20. And that's one thing I like about the forecast path for this system. It's going to be close to our state sometime on Monday, and it's going to be moving fairly quickly. We haven't always had that the last few years, so that's going to make it a short-lived duration event, the fact that it's going to be moving. But as you can see, it's going to continue to move through and toward the Bahamas on Friday, possibly becoming a Category 1 hurricane late Friday night, early Saturday morning, and then some point making that turn just off the east coast of Florida and then kind of moving parallel to our coast, either right offshore or just inland sometime as we head throughout the day Monday. Late Sunday for South Carolina, during the day Monday for North Carolina. Since we're going to be on the west side of this system, that's typically the clean side, the side that has less impacts from a tropical system, especially if it remains disorganized. But it's still very early. Today's Thursday, and we're talking about something that's still several days from now. I want to put in the red center line for the cone. Remember, the cone is telling us that the center of this tropical storm and hurricane could be anywhere in that cone during that time frame. So we'll draw in the center line, and then I want to put a white line comparing to where the previous forecast track was. And you can see there were little nudges, but nothing significant. If you held my hand to the fire and made me commit to something, I'd say there was a little nudge to the west, but it's not significant. Close up, here's what it looks like. Again, could be a Category 1 hurricane sometime Monday afternoon. Sure, we'd have some rain, obviously some clouds and breezy conditions, but major impacts just don't look to be in the cards. A lot could change, and we'll continue to track this over the next several days. Back here at home, guess what? We just had a day that wasn't in the 90s. It was only the third day this month that we were in the upper 80s and not 90s. Our high today was 89. I know it didn't feel drastically cooler, but I hope you enjoyed it. The radar also not as active as it has been, just a few isolated showers. But as you can see, many of us are still well into the upper 80s, and the humidity didn't go away, so it still feels like temperatures are well into the 90s. Not as dangerous as it has been, but still it is plenty hot, and it definitely still feels like July. So as we go into tonight, we'll keep rain chances small. Could see a little bit of rain as we head into late this evening, but our temperatures will fall through the 80s, again winding up in the mid-70s by tomorrow morning. There's still that frontal boundary parked up to the north. That's helping to send us some unstable air in the storms. It's never actually going to move through and cool us down, but it is going to hang around through the weekend, so we have some small rain chances. And for tonight, technically, northwest of our area, there is a marginal risk of severe weather, so our severe weather prospects aren't as high as they have been, so that puts a lot of us at ease as we head into tonight. But we still have some rain chances tomorrow. The morning time stays generally dry. Here we are at lunchtime tomorrow. You can see a couple of passing showers and storms. Again, they're going to be small clusters, but very potentially powerful with heavy rain, thunder, and lightning. Here we are about dinner time. Again, a few specks and then a few scattered showers and storms into Friday night. So the rain chances overall are generally small, and the severe weather risk tomorrow stays to our northeast. So while all the headlines are centering on what's going on with the tropical storm, the impacts here on Monday look to be minimal. In the meantime, we've got temperatures tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday in the low 90s. Of course, tomorrow, the last day of July. This is the first weekend of August. It's going to feel like it. And then again, if we get some rain, which is looking more and more likely, some breezy conditions from Isaias, it would be on Monday. Notice our temperatures for the first full week in August. A little bit cooler, but still in the upper 80s. We'll take a look at the computer models from the tropical storm, see what they're saying coming up in the next half hour.